Hello and welcome to a Minecraft video. Just a wee redstone contraption that I've decided to come up with here. It's a poker table. Now this, I've set out some glass here so you can see what's going on underneath the table in regards to this as well. So obviously you don't need to be glass here, but it's just more of the concept of this to show you. So first, yes, the poker table, in which we have little areas here for the players to stand. Now, what will happen is the dealer, which will be in the middle here, will grab two cards from one of these dispensers and give them, well, they'll actually place them out on the players' item frames out here. Now, each one of these, if the players stand into the side, you could maybe block it off a bit better or put some boats down so they can't move, but they'll only be able to see whatever they've got in their own item frames. They're not going to be able to reach over to see anyone else without moving over a bit further away from this. So if you've got people just standing, then they'll only see those cards. Same as each of these other ones in here. Now, we've also got the barrels here to collect the betting, whatever betting system you want to use for this. Absolutely fine. We've got the hoppers underneath as a collection system, so at the moment it's turned off. You should be able to place items in there without it going through, like that is there. But if I then click this lever, that should run through and all the bets are placed in this barrel here, so it's with the dealer essentially. And that's the basic gist of this. I've got the glowing item frames here for the dealer's cards, so when they get dealt out, everyone can hover over the item frames to see what card it's going to be. But obviously, again, they can't see each other's. It also means the dealer can see what's going on consistently on this as well, and knows if anyone's messing about with this, because with this it's going to be banners essentially that shuffle through. So at the moment, there's a 7 of hearts and 4 of hearts. I've only done the hearts at the moment on this, the rest of them are just bows, but they have to be a non-stackable item for the way I've done this at the back here. So this starts and stops the rotation. Now each of these, I've numbered the amount of stack of items that can be in each one here, and it will always be that number when you stop it as well, because of the system at the back here, the redstone contraption at the back. It's linked to the output of the dispenser, then obviously your furnace with a certain amount of blocks stops this from overfilling. Essentially, it tries to get rid of them. Obviously the hoppers, when it's too full, will turn this redstone light off, and this will keep flicking back and forth trying to ping the stuff out of the dispenser to the next hopper, which then in turn rotates the items dispensed. With the items being dispensed, obviously, if you wanted to, I think to make this more fair in the dispense way, you'd have to probably do these as 2s consistently. I mean, it shuffles them quite nicely, really, but if you had them as 2s all the way around, so you'd have quite a lot of them, quite a wide sort of space, then that would probably shuffle them a lot better. I've also done it so that it's easy to mark the 4 players here, so you've got 2 for one player, 2 for player, 2 for another player, 2 for another player, and the 5 at the top will be the ones that the dealer puts down. And yeah, that's the system for that. I'll just have that shuffling again. obviously when it shuffles, there's going to be 10 here in the way that I've done this, because there's only 42 spaces within the dispensers, so 10 will stack up here, which isn't too bad. I mean, once you start that off and get it going, it shuffles them round quite quickly anyway, even though it's like 10 stacked up here. I feel you probably need to do that regardless, rather than have them all stuck in a dispenser. I'm not sure, though I haven't really played about this. This is just like the minimal that I've done to make it easy to grab this, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. And yeah, that's about right. There's always going to be one stuck in here because the dispenser having to go up the way. I couldn't properly link this down to go a bit lower just because it messes up around with the circuitry here. Like, I had to put the half slabs up there above this hopper here, because the redstone, if it was on a full block, it would cause this comparator to be turned on all the time, so that won't be able to flicker. But this is the general gist of how this works. I've done this for my beehives actually, which I might put on at another point in time, which I've done actually quite a long time ago now. So yeah, it'd probably be good to actually put those on simple design really. So this is 5s here. Now they're both 5s for the reason of this furnace being enough for 5 stacks essentially, so that once more than 5 stacks is in here, this tells it to throw out one of them, and that's both for both sides as well. And again over here, you've got the same type system. That's for the 8s, isn't it? Yes. So as soon as there's the 9th one that goes into these, and it will push it out. But yeah, very simple. Obviously you could probably pause this quite easily and see how these work straight away. And yeah, that's my brief poker table design for actual poker, not stat poker. If you've got any ideas and such regarding this, maybe if you do work out the better randomness in this, whether it is going to be the 2s or whether there's just a better way of making sure this shuffles at the best it can be, then do let us know. Yeah, any extra designs that would make this a bit better, just, you know, make it, post it, let me know, and that would be great. It's just a start off, like a little work in progress at the moment. It's functional, it does what it needs to do, but I feel like it could be done better, but I just need a bit more time on it, and maybe, you know, 2 heads are better than 1. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.